blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry one artist at a time.
Good morning, everyone. This is Kamiko Taylor, your Realtor and Sneakers. Thank you for checking out the podcast. I'm all over the place today. I'm sorry if I'm just like, I've had concrete people come out this morning, the pest control come out all at the same time, and while alone trying to do this podcast to provide you guys with very, very informational, important things about home ownership. So today I have Aisha with me to talk about how important home ownership is and the ways that you can make it happen. So Aisha.
Komiko, hello and greetings all in Komiko, the Realtor in Sneakers Land. We thank you all so much for watching. I am Aisha, licensed agent, multiple states, over 7 years of experience, broker in many states is all, and am here to be an advocate of home ownership. And home ownership can look different for many different people, but we are working with so many different programs where we are finding very unique and strategic ways to help sometimes those underserved population be able to ascertain what I consider the gift of home ownership. But in today's market, Komika, you're an agent, I'm an agent. Sometimes it's not just the underserved that's not able to move forward with housing or getting a mortgage.
So true.
You got interest rates that you're battling with. For the first time in history, now your debt to income ratios are a factor in your interest rates. And interest rates are a big part of what your loan payment will be. And so Komiko and I, we research a lot, and we have come across some really great alternatives, seamless routes to home ownership. And one that I consider myself an expert in, you'll see in my tag, is renting to owning. And so, Komiko, I'll spend some time when you are ready just talking about how I found tremendous value in what I think now is the most seamless route to embark on that home ownership journey.
Yes, because it's important.
It is important. I have, my grandfather is 80 and he has land from his grandfather. And that land, when his grandfather purchased it, I'll say maybe $1,800. And it's been in our family for so long. The land now is well worth over $250,000. It doesn't seem like a lot, but when you think about land in general, or if you think about those who ascertain wealth and speak about wealth, people get wealthy in real estate. Real estate is absolutely an opportunity to transfer wealth, legacy to your children. It is a way where if you need to tap into any money, any capital for any reason, you have assets. A lot of times we're out buying cars that depreciate when they ride off the lot. We spend time buying those $250 sneakers that at the moment that you walk out the store, they depreciate. But we think about being able to invest in assets, items where when you need access to capital, then you have it there. You have it in your land. You have it in your future home.
And there's a book out there, and I'll put that information out there later, that a friend of mine wrote. It's so deep, and it's basically, letting you know what's about to happen. And a lot of people don't know what's about to happen. to us Americans when it comes to our finances and our way of living. And I've said it before my earlier podcast. Right now, and I'm speaking to myself. It's to myself. All this credit and credit scores and all that is going away. What's going to matter is your assets. And now is a time to invest land, even if it's a piece of land that's $2,000, buy, invest.
You need shelter no matter what. The bottom line is
that's what's going to count. Like, it ain't going to be, oh, you got a 750, you can get this. That's going away. That's going bye-bye. They're getting ready to go by a point system.
But in this society today, when we're talking about needing this asset, today you need credit. Let's keep it on today. You're going to need your credit.
Right.
If you're going to embark on this home ownership journey today, you're going to need the credit. Komiko is an amazing agent, and she's thinking futuristically. But today, let's not
today, yeah.
Today you're gonna need the credit to be able to embark on that home ownership journey for sure. But everybody, unless you are unfortunate and are living under a bridge or in your car, you will need shelter, and it makes sense for your shelter to also be your asset. And so today, if you know you want to embark on that home ownership journey, and you may be nervous about what that journey looks like for you, Komiko, your realtor and sneaks, down to earth, can absolutely give you good guidance. She has a ton of partnerships, a ton of relationships that will help lead you on your way to home ownership. It's how our paths cross. I am what I consider a realtor extraordinaire, in that I work with customers from every spectrum, people who have never, ever lived in a home before. I've helped them, and I get a little emotional, but I just reflect in my mind about those who I've been to closings with. And on day one, they was like, I never thought this would be possible for me. I'm showing my children what it looks like to have home ownership. It is so important for us to just set really great examples for what we want from our children. And so the life you live is not just for you, it is absolutely for those watching you, your children, your family members, those who may have never thought it was possible. See you do it. It's feasible to become a home owner. There are so many different programs, different paths to home ownership. We know about the traditional path where you work with the lender and you get qualified for a loan. And sometimes in that path, Ms. Komiko, you realize, and I was this person, that I couldn't live next to my neighbors for 30 years. That was me. I got in my house. I had neighbors who let's just say we're not the best neighbors. And so just in my personal experience and just me being an agent who really want to have resources and tools and alternatives to present to my customers, I've found a really great rent to own program, my friend. And I kind of tell my customers, it's like, try it before you buy it. You try the house out, you try the neighborhood out, you try the neighbors out. You'll have up to 2 years to think about if the home is right for you. And then in 2 years, you are able to purchase the home. What I love about the program that I have referred or I have helped many people get homes in is they are upfront about all of the numbers, the quintessential numbers that make sense. Your rent, you know, up front. Also, you know exactly what your purchase price will be. Now, Komiko, I got to talk about my most favorite part of their program. It is in that purchase price. In doing my research, because I am a forever student and I'm going to look through and through something before I really present it. I'm going to know all the holes. And I was comparing the program to just other programs similar to it. And this one that I am just absolutely fond of is that it does not have what's called forced savings. Forced savings is that part of your rent. Like some companies will have a part of your rent that does go toward the purchase of the home.
Mhm.
Well, when I was looking, I noticed that other companies, they increase your rent to take that payment allocated towards your purchase into consideration. So the rents are higher um, outside of the program that I am a super fan of. And also, what was most important is the purchase price is lower. So, in the program that Komiko has all the details about and happy to share, the rent is lower, the purchase price is also lower, but more importantly and very strategically, the homes are brand new construction and they are in communities where there is development ongoing. And
Yes.
so, if you do not know what that means, it means that as the builders release or sell homes, the builders will typically increase their prices. And so, people who are already in the community, when the builders sell at a higher price, it means that the home that you are in, the home that you're able to purchase, would have gained value in it. And so my program, I'm a fan of. Not only their mission is not only to create homeowners, but it is to transfer the value in home
Yes.
ownership. And so I just did a lot of research and I just found that I work with clients who are approved with the mortgage with the lender, and their payments was not affordable to them, and they just needed time to see if the interest rates would come down to some where they were more comfortable. And then others hadn't filed no taxes. Komiko, me and you, we know how important it is to file taxes, but when you
Yes.
buy a home, ladies and gentlemen, you need 2 years of taxes. So for all my self-employed people, not just 2 years of taxes, Kamiko, and I'm not a tax professional, so let me put that disclaimer out there, but I am a real estate agent and I work with customers who have not filed taxes.
Right.
And I work with business employers. I work with self-employed people, and they file taxes, but they don't want to pay Uncle Sam, so they
Yeah.
write everything off, and that comes back and impacts you when
Yeah.
you're trying to find or get credit lent to you from a lender. And so in this program, you have 2 years before you can buy, which in those 2 years, you're going to be on the right path that it takes to purchase the home. So
And the good thing about that is the price of the home is locked in.
the price of the home is locked in. So no matter how much the homes around you are selling for,
Yes.
you'll pay the predetermined price up front. And that is absolutely the silver lining in that program
Yes.
because of where all of the homes are situated. They have homes in Georgia, not a lot in Georgia. I will say that. A lot in North Carolina, a lot in, I believe you're in Texas. And so a lot in Texas. So if you're in Texas and you're looking for a brand new rent to own, new construction home, Kumiko got them. All you have to do is call her, figure out how you can get into it. And we talk about owning a lot. But I do want to also say it's okay if you just want to rent. In the program, you can just rent for up to 3 years and not be obligated to buy. When they do get their lease, the option is just that, it's an
Yes.
option. And so if you're someone who says, I'm in the military and I'm only stationed here for 3 years, I may not want to buy. You may not want to buy. It's okay. You do not have to exercise your right to
Yes.
purchase. Komiko, I think after getting all of the literature you received, I would consider you now a rent to own expert yourself.
I know a
And
little bit.
and just in working with you, I've seen some of your videos on your YouTube channels. You have tours of some of these homes on your other platforms. They're beautiful. They're brand new. No one has ever lived in them before. And I also know on a converse, when you do shop traditionally, like I have, my customers, which I love, I hope you all don't get offended, but y'all know y'all run me around the city. You will have me in 11 different houses on one day, and we may present an offer on all 11. And I've been in scenarios where we didn't get any of those offers, those homes, and I have to be there, and I'm happy to be on every aspect of the journey. But for some customers, they cannot handle sometimes what seems as if rejection. It's like, dang, we can't win. We always putting our offers in. But in this rent to own process, there's no one competing against you for any more offers.
Yes.
When you're ready to buy, it's only you. You're the only one who has the option to buy. You seamlessly will transition to home ownership.
Yeah. And just for, a lot of the people that I am associated with, just to put out there that Fort Worth, Texas is a hot spot for these homes. A hot spot. And a lot of people, for whatever reason, either live in Fort Worth or just move to Fort Worth. So,
Kamiko, it's 4.1 miles away from the Joint Naval Air Force Base. I know for a fact. There's 2 communities there in the rent-to-own program that are very close in proximity to the Joint Air Force Naval Base. And there is Lockheed Martin.
Yes, it is.
So if you work in Lockheed Martin in Fort Worth, are looking to relocate because of perhaps you're in the Air Force, you're in the Navy, the communities that Kamiko can get you in are in the closest proximity that you can possibly be. In fact, they're an exit up. Both from Lockheed Martin and the Joint Air Force Naval Base.
Yes.
So hopefully you'll be able to just see value in being able to rent to own a brand new construction home, see value in being able to have your purchase price locked in today.
Yeah.
In an area that's up and coming, that's growing, that is what is expected to be an upward trend in home values. To me, I don't see, if I were looking for a home, this could be definitely a route I would pursue. I'm a homeowner now, and it took me many offers to get my offer accepted. I almost was discouraged, but I knew better because I knew it was the process. I put a lot of miles on my it was my sister then helping me on my sister's car. I too was a typical home buyer, and I wanted to check off all my boxes, and she showed me literally 30 houses before getting the one that I got. But here, who would not want brand new construction? Who would not want to not have to move again and just be able to find your own lender when you're ready, and your lender tell us when the closing date is. So it's just a seamless
floor options to choose from, floor plans, So Aisha, tell us about the requirements and the approval process.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Excellent question. So in this program, they will need an average TransUnion resident score of 600. This one brain just want to steal the show. They'll need an average credit score of 600, and we will be and so the average credit score could be to a mom and a dad. It could be brothers and sisters. It could be wife and a wife. It just whomever the applicants are, to be taking the average of their credit scores, and the income just needs to be 3 times the rent. So that usually looks like it's around, and I hate throwing a number out there, but 3 times the rent. So if you're interested in learning more, I would definitely just have Kamiko perhaps give you more details on the program so that she can thoroughly vet you. 3 times the rent. The rents range, they're as low as $2,100, depending on what area you're looking in, between as low as $2,100. So if you make 3 times $2,100, those homes are good for you. I also know for our essential workers, we were just talking about Lockheed Martin and the Joint Air Force Naval Base. Essential workers are classified as healthcare workers, military, educators, and first responders. And they just need 2.75%. So if you're a teacher in an ISD in Texas, you should think about the program. You get our essential workers get $5,000 toward their closing costs when they purchase. And they also get a different underwrite. So instead of needing 3 times the rent, essential workers just need 2.75 times the rent. So we are really appreciative of the work that essential workers do to keep our nation going,
Yes.
educating our future, being in the hospitals during pandemics, just keeping us going, fighters, first responders, police officers, and military, active and retired. We thank you for your service. And so we give back as much as we can. $5,000 will go toward their closing costs for essential workers when they purchase their home. And then they'll, instead of needing 3 times the rent, they just need 2.75
That's
times.
so beautiful. Love it. I love it. I'm
Yes,
excited.
ma'am.
I'm excited. I'm excited for who's coming forth. There's someone that's getting ready to go through the process of renting to own by the end of this week. I feel it. I feel
Yeah.
it. I feel it.
I mean, you're paying somebody's rent.
Somebody to rent.
It might as well be contributing to a future asset for you. And if you just want to rent, why not just rent a brand new construction house?
Yes.
It's better options out there, is all we're saying.
It is.
And so to get all the options available to you, Kamiko, how do they find you if they want to learn more?
Oh, well, social media queen here. You have me on Facebook under my personal, which is what I operate off of a lot, which is Yakima, Miss Taylor. You have Kamiko Taylor with Century 21 Facebook page. TikTok. They know. They know where to find my inbox, my phone number 619-319-0331. I'm all over the place. I really am. And I appreciate the folks that I had someone reach out this morning about a rental property that I'm trying to convert, because we have to get out of paying others and making others rich.
Yeah.
Because that's what
And
we're
Kamiko, I think tomorrow you're being honored in Anna, Texas. Kamiko dubbed herself the social media queen, but it is absolutely a fact that she has won some recognition or earned recognition. And so she's being honored tomorrow for her good deeds, and great work that she does on social media. So congratulations in advance, Miss Kamiko. Super
I
proud
can't
of
wait
you.
to see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to come out a little early and hang around.
Yes, ma'am.
I will be in, as Aisha says, Hot Anna, Texas tomorrow.
Hot Anna, Texas.
Yes, Hot Anna, Texas. It's really nice out there, guys. It really, really is. Now, wonderful trip. It was an hour away from my home. Enjoyed it. Unfortunately, a 18-wheeler kicked the rock up and cracked my windshield. That's going to be $940 to replace. But other than that, Hot Anna is really, really nice, guys. You should check it out. It's growing. It's beautiful. I'm going to actually get a chance to see another community tomorrow from the one I saw when I came out. What was that? Westbrook?
Tomorrow.
I think tomorrow's Stone or it's another community. It's not Westbrook. But I'm excited. So yes, I appreciate you guys. I thank you guys for all of your support. I mean, you guys are amazing. I love it. Thank you for taking the time out, because I know you are out there busy, because even when I was there were people just flying through, just coming through.
Even this morning, I never like to rush a customer, so I didn't rush them. I said, I'm gonna leave y'all in here. Feel free to tour as long as you need to.
Yeah.
I had a call to be on. I could not let this moment pass by without just speaking to the alternatives to traditional home ownership. Rent to own is absolutely one that you should consider. All rent to own companies are not created the same, are not equal. You definitely want to thoroughly vet all of the companies who claim to be rent to own, or not claim to be. Let me not throw any salt on how others perform their processes. I just have found that certain things you want to look for is the rent. You want rent as low as possible. That's key. But more importantly, the purchase price. When you pay for it and commit to a 30-year mortgage, you kind of want to get the best deal for the next 30 years. So to me, that supersedes a lot in the transaction. And on cue, I told everybody give me 30 minutes, Miss Komika, and on cue,
They
are giving me a call. So
I totally understand. Thank you for taking the time out. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you guys for joining in Your Realtor and Sneakers. See you guys next Wednesday at 10 a.m. I don't know what the topic could be, but it'll be something. As always, you're more than welcome to share my platform. You're more than welcome to give me any ideas on what you guys want to talk about. It could be real estate. It could be life. It could be politics. It could be shoes. It could be whatever. This is just here for us to talk and share information and send love out there. So you guys have a blessed Wednesday. I'll see you tomorrow, Aisha, and I'll see you all next Wednesday at 10 a.m. Have a blessed week.